100% natural progesterone creams. Now, even these I recommend for a short period of time. Because again, the purpose is to get your body producing progesterone naturally. So, you can look on, there's different companies have different theories when it comes to this. Some will say take it for 3 weeks and take a week off, you know, whatever. What I usually recommend women do is they do it for a week and take a week off, week on, week off, week on, week off, and just do it for 3 months while doing the other things to bring down their synthetic estrogens and increase progesterone naturally.
So for men, because in this day and age we hear about men having testosterone levels affected.
Right.
Would that do the same for them, to chase true berry?
No, no, this is specifically for women. If men are estrogen dominant, they just need to you know, stop doing the things that cause the estrogen dominance and increase their testosterone levels, which there's a lot of herbs and things that naturally produce increased testosterone levels.
So the natural progesterone creams, you can get them in health food stores?
Uh-huh.
Didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah, I have a couple good ones. Herbs like turmeric, oregano, and thyme are shown to naturally increase progesterone production. Eggs and walnuts, a couple other foods.
Is it, excuse me, just egg whites or the whole egg?
The whole egg.
Okay.
It's actually the yolk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Step 4, build your glandular system. Now, this is key. Again, your glands are supposed to be working right now. A lot of people just take it for granted that, oh, as we age, we don't produce hormones anymore, and it's just the way it is. No, you can stimulate your glands to function properly. You know, and again, there's other cultures around the world, but they don't have all these issues with their glands atrophying and shrinking. They've actually done studies on Americans and what their glands look like, you know, when they're 80 and they pass, versus people in other cultures. Their glands do not shrink and atrophy near as much as ours do. So there's a class of herbs called secretogs. And what a secretogog means is it stimulates your organs to secrete hormone properly. That's why they're called secretogogs. And some of these, and there's a ton of them, but goji, noni, maca, herbs like dong quai, dong gi in Chinese medicine, horny goatweed, shatavari, there's so many of them. And yes, horny goatweed did get its name from a farmer observing his goats eating a plant and then acting on that. So,
I'll remember that.
yeah, yeah. The adrenal glands, like I said, very critical. What the adrenal glands need, they use more vitamin C than any other organ in your body. Pantothenic acid, which is a B vitamin, it's B5. I'm not a fan of synthetic vitamins. There's a lot of good whole food-based B vitamin supplements. Rice bran, torula yeast, royal jelly, and bee pollen are loaded with B vitamins. The highest known source of pantothenic acid in any food is royal jelly. Oh, royal jelly. Yeah, royal jelly is excellent for stimulating the adrenal glands. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then your good fats. And that's true for your entire glandular system. Again, you need fats. You need fats to produce hormone. Thyroid. Coconut. You've all probably heard me say this once or twice, but coconut, best oil for the thyroid. You can fix an underactive thyroid just with coconut oil. You can eat it, but you can also rub it right on your thyroid.
Yeah. Okay. Good fat, a lot of nuts, a lot of coconut oil. There's a lot of nuts. That's a lot of fat. How do you know how much do you have to consume?
Well, just eat a variety of foods on a daily basis. I tell people don't overthink it. You know, understand what all the good fats are, and make sure you have some of them in your foods every day. You know, eat some coconut oil, eat an avocado. You know, eat some nuts and seeds. Have different nuts and seeds, but eat different ones different days.
Do you understand? Like in the morning, I do a shake. I got maybe coconut oil or coconut, the whole thing. And then for lunch, you're gonna have an avocado, and maybe at night in the dessert, maybe avocado too, or nut, or any kind of. It's gonna be the whole day.
That's fine. That's fine. That's not too much. Okay, I always tell people, good fats don't make you fat. Sugar makes you fat. Sugar and simple carbs make you gain weight, not good fats. So, iodine. Iodine is critically important for the thyroid, and we don't get it in our culture. We don't eat sea vegetables. We don't eat seaweed. We don't eat kelp and dulse and bladderwrack and nori and kombu and wakame and all these different types of foods. We're lucky because God gave us a source of iodine. Black walnut trees are everywhere, but nobody knows that or how to use them or how to get their iodine out of it. Again, if we didn't think food came from a grocery store, we'd probably know that. But so it is available to us here in a very high source. It's actually the highest herbal source of iodine is in black walnuts. But you know, you can learn how to use them and make tinctures, and you can eat them. I mean, you can do that, or get an iodine supplement. Start eating sea vegetables. Start throwing sea vegetables in your soups and stews and things like that. One of the most healing foods on the planet. Great for the thyroid, high in minerals. And then grounding.
What are sea vegetables?
What are sea vegetables? Any of your seaweeds. If you go to Whole Foods, you'll see there'll be a whole section of them at Whole Foods. Just ask them where the sea vegetables are, the seaweeds are, and they'll tell you.
Is that like that spirulina that you sell? Is that
Spirulina is an algae. It's a little different. It's going to have trace amounts of iodine in it, but not as concentrated as the sea vegetables. Like I have a product in there called Modafinil. It's a 40-to-1 seaweed concentrate, so it's got a high iodine content. But it's also got the other trace minerals in it. So.
Kelp is good too, right?
What's that? Kelp. Kelp's actually the #1 best sea vegetable for the thyroid. So kelp and coconut, 2 things you definitely want to do for the thyroid. And grounding, okay? We've seen people decrease their thyroid medication in half just by reconnecting to the earth. The flow of energy from the earth into our bodies has a healing and stimulating effect on our entire glandular system. People that can't sleep, for example, sunshine. Sunshine stimulates the pituitary gland, okay, so that you produce hormones so that you can sleep better, melatonin. Okay, the earth, the sun, the healing power, the healing energy that comes from the earth is very healing to the glandular system, very healing to the body. Natural therapists back in the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s to heal people, they'd take them out to a retreat somewhere in the middle of the woods, make them walk around barefoot in nature, and just they would heal. So we've never been more disconnected from the earth than we are today. And there's actually new technologies that I have, if you're interested. I actually put it on the newsletter if any of you saw it, but it's basically technologies where you can get a bed sheet or you can get a mat and you can be grounded for 8 hours a night when you sleep. Basically be connected to the earth while you're sleeping. Ovaries. The ovaries also need iodine. Most people don't know this. The ovaries is the gland that uses the second most iodine next to the thyroid. So it's also very important for ovary health. And the foods I mentioned before, avocados, olive oils, eggs, fish, all great for the ovaries.
Can you get too much in